Alright, good evening everybody. Today I want to review the KastKing Assassin reel. It's a pretty solid reel. I've had it for about 3 months. You've probably seen it on all my videos. Getting some cheers from the crowd. But it's a great reel. It's a 6:3:1 ratio, so it's a good kind of general purpose ratio. It's not ultra fast. It's not a 5 gear ratio slow reel. It's just, that's what it is for me. It's my all-purpose crankbait, spinnerbait type rod. You know, it's what I use when if I have to pick one rod to go fishing, one rod and reel. This is the rod. This is the reel I'm choosing. You know, it's super lightweight. It throws really well. It handles a variety of lines. It's super comfortable. These foam handles here. You know, they got the little KastKing logo on them. They're super comfortable. I can throw it all day long. It's a delight. It palms really well. You know, I don't have massive hands, but I can palm this thing really well. And you know, it works really well for me. You know, it's got 11 +1 ball bearings, dual magnetic brake system. You got the braking system here, and then this little lever right here, and just. Now that I'm doing a video, it won't do it, but it pops off, and you can adjust your brakes with a little more fine-tune action there. You know, you can kind of crank it down and give yourself a lot of assist, so that, you know, on a windy day, when you're throwing with the wind in different directions, you don't have to deal with super loose spool. You can tighten down a little bit. Use your braking system and have a pretty worry-free day as far as backlashes go, or you can open it up all the way and cast 800 feet, and then and crank back and just cover a lot of water that way. I typically use it. I use it for a lot of things. Some, you would think it's a standard reel and the standard rod. This is a Bass Pro crank and stick. I've had it for a long time. I really like it for the kayak. It's got this short butt. It lets me manage it in tight spaces. You know, it's not a long rod. It's only, not whatever they are. It's only like 6.5 feet long, 6'3", I think. It's something that's pretty short rod actually, but it's got that good parabolic arch. It lets you really load up when you're using you're cranking either a crankbait or a spinnerbait or something like that, a moving bait. So that's really what I use it for. Primarily that. Now, right now I have a frog tied on it. If you watch my other videos, you know I've used it a whole bunch on this rod. It's not your typical frog rod or frog reel. You know, typically you use a high-speed reel. I have a KastKing Speed Demon, the 9:3 ratio. It's super fast, and I have a big heavy rod to pair that with. You know, typically you put like 65-pound braid on there and just really horse your fish out of the cover and fight them and stuff. With this, I throw it just fine on this frog in medium to light cover. You know, it's and cover like grass, right? Where it's not really immovable cover like giant logs and huge lily pads, stuff like that. It's fairly lightweight, smaller lily pads and kind of light grass. This does pretty good. It lets you really, it improves my hookup ratio for frogs. This reel and this rod does. But I don't want to review too much on that. That'll be a different video. I mainly want to focus on this reel though. But it's got a carbon fiber handle. Like I said, these big oversized foam grips, they're fantastic. The body's carbon fiber. It weighs absolutely nothing. I'll link the specs and where you can buy it. I think you can buy it on Amazon. That's where I got it, like 50 bucks. So for $50, you get a really, really, really solid, beautiful look. I mean, look at that blue and black just looks so nice together. I really enjoy it. Some of the stuff's kind of wearing off a little bit. You can't see it there from my hand, but it's held up pretty well for 3 months. There have been some times where the realize a tendency to backlash a bit. I think that's more just how I'm setting it up and what I'm trying to like I said, it's an all-purpose rod for me, so sometimes I'll have a heavy bait Sometimes I'll have a light bait. That you have to dial it in a little bit for each one. But once you get it there, I mean, you can throw it a long ways. You can throw it with control. It's a solid reel. I really enjoy it. You know, like I said, if I have one reel to take with me, this reel's coming with me. I can kind of do it all. So I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, I'm not paid by KastKing or endorsed by them or anything like that. I just wanted to share with you my review on it from my time using it. Like I said, we're about 3 months into using it, so I plan to do another one at, you know, around the year mark or so. Because the one thing I can't review yet is how well it holds up over a long period of time. You know, if this reel only makes it through one fishing season, then, you know, maybe it's better to save up to $100 and buy a reel that's going to last you 3 or 4 years or longer, or, you know, a decade or whatever, versus spending $50 now and only lasting for a year. So I think we're going to review this again at about a year. You know, I've had it enough now to review it and say this is a good reel overall. And then in a year we'll review it again to say how well does it hold up. You know, I fish 3 or more times a week. I'd really try to do more depending on my schedule. But y'all see me fish, and you know, this is my main workhorse. So yeah, we'll see how it does then. But so far, it's a wonderful reel. I'm looking forward to keep using it. I hope it holds up. If it holds up, that's an awesome thing, and I don't have to go spend a whole bunch more money on a whole bunch more reels. So, but we'll see then. I'm glad you joined me. I hope this review helps you if you're deciding on a reel to buy. You want to know, is this reel for you? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this review. You know, if you're looking for a budget-friendly reel, don't want to break the bank, want to have an all-purpose reel, this is a great one to try. The KastKing Assassin. Get it on Amazon for like 50 bucks. Like I said, I'll post the specs and the link to it where you can buy it down below in the description. You know, if you like the channel, if you like what you're seeing there, please subscribe. It definitely helps me out a ton. If you like this kind of video, make sure you hit that thumbs up to let me know that this is what we want to do. I can do more reviews. If you do that, make sure to check that little notification bell so that you know when I put a new video out, and you can be the first one to check it out and get that. But I hope you liked it. I will talk to you guys later.